welcome to another episode of the Sunday Scaries, featuring myself, Josh, and my main man, Bob. Bob, how are we doing this morning?
Oh man, we're doing great. We're doing great. We had a really nice session of Diablo, almost making to 100 last night. So can't wait to finish that leveling and get all the good stuff.
I am also happy to report that we are in the final stages of Act 3 of Baldur's Gate.
Ugh. That's
Maybe
roughy.
2 more boss battles and it's a wrap. It's curtains.
So is it once you're done with that, you just start the game over? Or
You're done, Bob. You're done after you're done.
There's no like extra journey after when it's all said and done.
There could be, depending on your ending, but no, not really.
So once you're done, you have to start over.
Yeah. And typically that's when you'll just bump it up to honor mode or some impossible tactician mode, some would call it. That's not me, though.
You just fucking delete and go?
Yeah. No deletion, just a new save file. New character.
That seems pretty lame, bud.
It's way better than Diablo.
Listen, Diablo, once you hit that peak and once you finish what's up, you just go mad and go everywhere. You can do whatever you want. There's
not a whole lot to do, though.
There's a lot to do,
There's not a lot.
There's nightmare dungeons, there's the pit, the new thing is
You didn't even do the cow world yet.
No, dude, I'm looking for... Look at. I am literally just roaming the streets right now, slicing up cows. So I can get that bell and all that. Well, it said at the end of the thing was the community still doesn't know the cow world, you know? Because there's always a cow level.
For our listeners out there, he's talking about Diablo 4, and I'm talking about Baldur's Gate 3. My game is full of love and passion and strategy, and then Diablo's more just like hitting 1 to 2 buttons a whole bunch and killing hordes and hordes of the demonic and undead.
There's also
mine's
pirates.
10 out of 10. His is like a 4 out of 10.
Jeez, no way.
That's what the 4 is for.
Hell no, man. Fucking online presence is legit, dude. There's hell tides to take care of.
You gotta beat back the hell tides, but yeah, if you're looking for a Vigia game, both of those are pretty good and fit the bill for a medieval type of
fantasy type
style.
Thing, yeah. Oh yeah, because we both get to choose, like a druid or a fucking sorcerer, right?
Yeah, but mine has a whole lot of races and classes.
Come on now, settle down.
Mods just got introduced and fully supported, so now there's more races and classes. We don't have to get into it.
What's your favorite race?
We don't have to get into it.
Oh man, so yeah.
But yeah, stoked to beat I've beaten the game before, but I'm excited to beat the game with somebody. Especially my spouse.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, let's dive into some movies. What we've been watching this week.
Well, you had me watch on the challenge the first Slam Dunk.
Are we diving?
Let's just get into it because.
All right. Up first, the first Slam Dunk.
Mind you, this is a 2-hour basketball game.
Epic.
That jumps back and forth between everybody's past, and
it's kind of like Kevin's Chili. Everyone gets to know each other in the pot.
Basically, man, and it's sad. The main character guy, he lost his brother at sea, and
first it was his daddy.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Daddy dies first, and then the brother.
Yeah, so it's just a sad time family, and I really feel like at the beginning of or throughout the movie, the mother resents the main character guy. Basically, you know what I mean? She doesn't speak to him or really look towards his way, so he's just trying to play basketball because his brother played ball and really wants to be at his same level, and that was a sad part. But then you had all the other characters who have gone through their own shit to get to where they are. But you know what? I guess it's just an anime thing that I feel like it's weird I played sports before, so like when they did the whole, I guess rubbing the hands together I thought that was a real
rubbing
cheesy,
and then sending energy their way. Yeah, it's the same thing as Dragon Ball Z.
I was just like, is he trying to get a spirit bomb?
Lend me your energy.
But it was very they were really made me laugh. Those are words. It really made me laugh. But it was a really tight game. Like I was at the edge of the seat, especially when at towards the end, no sound, no music, no nothing but like what the breathing, the squeaking of the shoe and the basketball bouncing, and it's just like it gets you really at the edge. Like, are they gonna make it or not? You know, because sometimes anime, you're not gonna get what you want.
Right.
You know, so I was pretty much like
more times than not.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, is this gonna be a sad one? You know, they don't hit it, but it's pretty cool. They really do a great job animation wise. It flows so beautifully. Like they have great animators in this movie, and I was really impressed by that. Like they gave the real world images along with the anime like squiggly lines and all that shit, you know, which I thought was pretty cool. All in all, man, that's an 8 out of 10 basketball, dude. Really shooting them hoops big time, man.
Yeah, I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, it was so really good. And what was they really put the passion and the intense scenes when they do the little fucking like slow motion, the drips of sweat coming down and shit like that. It's just like it's real intense.
It's like the story of a broken team, and then a little bit of adolescence and like the origin stories, and then they have to come together against a team that everybody knows is the best and is going to make waves.
Yeah.
And then the little thing at the end where like some of the players see each other again, but in America.
Yeah.
Love it.
They level to the next
little tidbit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like the slight little nod, you know, little fucking let's get going because you beat me last time, not this time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot. The main character is just full of cockiness, but it ends up being kind of like almost like his shield.
Yeah, like his Kobe, right? You know, Kobe was fucking cocky as hell. So was Jordan. You know,
yeah, so. Not letting anybody in because I got shit to do.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. And then right after the movie, they suggested and started playing the Slam Dunk anime show, whatever, from like '94.
I saw that scrolling through this yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, they so pretty much the first Slam Dunk is a remake of Slam Dunk, but just in one movie form, whereas Slam Dunk the show it's 8 seasons, fucking long. Like 95 episodes worth. And they literally, I was scrolling through the episode names and reading what's going on. Like, season 1 through 5 is basically this movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, geez, what a fucking stretch, right?
And there's just something, I mean, it might just be nostalgia, but 80s or 90s anime hits so hard.
Yeah.
Like when you find a good one.
Yeah, like Yu Yu Hakusho just has that animation with it. Even Akira. When was the last time you saw that beauty?
Probably last year.
It's a really crisp art, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those classics that everybody has the fucking the motorcycle scene.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Yeah,
if you can sprinkle it in, it's in there.
Mm-hmm. Which Marvel cover had that Akira's? Remember they did the anime covers.
Cover, I don't know. The one that comes to mind is DC's Batman animated series. I feel like that happened like twice, where he whipped the bike around. The side.
Yeah.
Slides
definitely.
away from the camera.
Definitely, man.
But comic book cover.
I feel like
my guess would be like Spider-Man or something stupid, or like maybe Ghost Rider.
Oh, maybe Ghost Rider. Yeah. I don't remember.
So 8 basketballs out of 10. So
yeah,
not quite
not
Moneyball. not quite Moneyball.
Moneyball is a 10 out of 10, but this one, it was a really excellent watch. You know what I mean?
8 tipped basketballs.
But you know, in the anime TV show, the bald redhead dude is the main character.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool because I liked him because apparently he was new to the team and he doesn't know too much. All he is a disruptor.
Yeah.
You know,
he's not good at basketball.
And what killed me was like, it made me laugh that he does the Dennis Rodman run and save, where he does full Superman and they fucking animate that whole thing and he knocks it back in. And I'm like, oh, that's that Dennis Rodman one.
Yeah, he just falls right into the chairs and tables and bleachers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that guy was like, great.
Hell yeah, dude. So I thought that was cool. That was one of my favorite characters.
The coach.
Oh my gosh.
Really loved the coach.
Yeah.
Because he seemed just to be unbothered by everything, and they're just like, we're getting our asses kicked out there, and it's like, are we?
Are we? Yeah, dude, he was fucking dope, man.
The shine in the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it.
Oh man. Yeah, that was a pretty cool thing.
All right, and then the other challenge was Code Geass.
Yeah, Code Geass.
Yeah.
Okay, so dig it. All right, I'm sitting here. I started up. All right, and of course it's World War II or whatever. You know, the British have attacked Japan and took it over, and now
won.
They call it and they won, and they call it what 11?
Yeah.
Now, no longer Japan, so it's basically racist all around. They're like, you know, yo, you're an 11, you don't belong in, you know, British fucking world, and so the opening sequence is these two young boys just having a good time, and this thing happens to them, and one homie's like, oh, I'm so sad. And the other homie's just like, I'm going to fuck these things up. When I get a chance, I'm going to destroy Britannia. All right? I'm coming through with the highest of heats, knocking out every single outpost that I possibly can because I'm going to be that one. So
Britannia is just the British. A cool word for the British.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. It's a cool fucking word.
It's a cool word.
Like, I want to be in Britannia after this, you know? But so it jumps ahead like about 13 years later, and I think they're still in high school. Yeah, they're still in high school. And so the guy who said, I'm going to fuck shit up, he is with his little homie going back to school to do something, and then they get interrupted by this truck that has a fucking gas bomb, a poisonous bomb, right? So he doesn't know it's happening. He goes in there, and the thing opens up, and it's not a poisonous bomb. It's a person.
It's a green-haired anime girl.
Yeah, a green-haired anime girl. Everyone knows who a green-haired anime girl looks like. So she touches him, gives him the fucking cool guy power, which he can go and tell somebody what to do, but only once. So now he's got to, you know, think about what's the thing that he wants done from them, like, fucking you never see me or kill yourself, you know? It's got to be a single thing. So they go and he helps out this rebellion group and they're just fucking annihilating and blah 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 and introduce this one chick that she's a part of this fucking elite group. Now, let me put this in you right here. Let me just slide this right inside of you.
Cheeks again.
The opening is so cool, okay? The story is cool. But then once they show them both in high school and having a regular high school experience while all this is happening, really pushes me away from the whole story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really cool it down by putting everybody in high school. And they're apparently schoolmates. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to continue. I watched about 6 episodes, but the school shit that kept on coming up made no sense to the story.
So let me lay it out there a little thicker for you. So, as that gas bomb is going on and the government secret is getting out that there's something about this green-haired anime girl that grants you powers or something of the like. The childhood friend in the very, very beginning, when he swears to kill Britannia, he is a soldier for Britannia and is ordered to kill Lelouch, the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he won't do it just on the basis of he's not going to kill a civilian, pretty much. And yeah, the high school stuff is kind of whatever, but that gets to be the MacGuffin of the show is, can Lelouch launch a successful rebellion while also pretending to be dead and pretending to be this high school kid,
Mm-hmm.
while having powers, and because it gets to the point where he's directing like whole like militias and armies and stuff.
Well, he's also half Britannian.
Yeah. Dig it.
Dig it.
I mean, it's right back in those Gundam days where they love their espionage and their.
That's what I thought it was turning into.
Mm-hmm.
But like as soon as they hit high school, man, I was just like, geez.
There's a long stretch of the high school stuff.
Like they're planning a fucking high school ball.
Tea party.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm like, yo, like how is this one chick being a part of this rebellion while attending high school? And it's like she was indoctrinated by the rebellion people. You know, how is she having a full thought process of this? I don't know.
There's a meme that I saw well after I watched the show, where it was like, anybody asking what anime is, show them this, and it's him and the blonde girl up on the rooftop of the high school. And she runs up to him and she goes, "I love you." And he steps away. He goes, "If you ever do anything like that, I'll murder you on the spot." No context whatsoever.
Nothing. Oh my gosh.
But so what do you think? What's how many mechs out of 10?
I'll give a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Like I said, the opening, the first few episodes were tip top Magoo. I was ready to rock. And it really gave me the Robotech type of Robotech/Gundam type of action I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Because they kept on jumping into their mechs. He was taking over a mech, you know what I mean? And just doing his fucking thing. And I was just like, oh, this is going to be dope. But then here comes fucking the high school bell ring and the Saved by the Bell song starts, you know? And it's just like, are we in like the trenches, bud?
It kind of has the same issue as Tokyo Ghoul, where like it's hard to look at it through just a few episodes. Like if you watched it all the way through and let it wrap up, both stories are very much about that like old friend, best friend dynamic in some like major way that'll come up throughout the story. But yeah, it's it does bounce around a lot between mech super awesome fight time and not.
Let's
tea party go crazy time.
Let's tea party go crazy. Let's go to the fucking arcade and do some Dance Dance Revolution.
Well, that was the challenges. So, what have you been watching this week?
I started the week off because with Edge of Tomorrow because it got released again on Netflix.
Gotta love some Emily Blunt.
And every time that thing comes on, I get excited and I watch it, start to finish.
Also was a manga.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Very cool movie. Very cool. I mean, I see no faults except for one, and it's not any of the actors' faults, any of the story faults. But I have an issue with movies that have that high, intense energy of action, and then, you know how he walks up to her at the very end and just does this little laugh, his Tom Cruise laugh and smile, whatever, and then it jumps to a fucking, like, a poppy song.
Yeah.
With the credits, you know? I don't really care for that. It's like, da 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 da, and I'm like, that's not the mood I was having. They just survived this shit. Give me a fucking intense dun 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 dun. You know,
give
like
me a
close
long
it up.
Breath.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's just like I said, it has nothing to do with any of the acting was great, the story was great. Just the editors with the song at the end, man. Give me a fucking like a different type of sound. Put that the second song because you can get the second song in there, but it just felt weird.
Yeah.
You know. But talking about Edge of Tomorrow, what do you think about them making the second one?
I typically don't like a sequel.
At all?
Not at all, but especially when it's been so long.
Oh, you're talking about the 10-year gap.
Yeah, when there's a 10-year gap. I mean, I feel like that's part of what makes Top Gun Maverick so good is like it was been so long until we had a sequel.
Yeah.
But then that motherfucker came swinging.
Oh, I loved it.
So I really think it's just going to be another kind of like IP grab where they're like, we want to make a sci-fi epic. All right, well, let's just do this, but more of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it might be good, but I personally do not have high hopes.
Yeah, I don't know where the story's going to go.
No telling.
Aliens are dead. You're going to have a fucking...
If it's more of Emily Blunt being badass, I'm definitely buying a ticket.
Yeah.
Because the first time I sat down to watch that movie, like I had seen Emily Blunt just like be the mom or be whatever, in the background, but not just like fucking Billy motherfucking badass.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Which also segues me into I watched Fall Guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So good.
So good.
9 out of 10 all day long.
It's unnecessarily good.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
The music's tight. The fucking...
The stunts are great. Nothing... Like, there's obviously, like, tropes kind of built in.
Uh-huh.
But it never... The movie never tries to, like, take those and make it its own. It's just... They just fucking do them and they roll.
Just allow it.
Like, the pacing is so quick.
Yeah. Just let it happen. What about the unicorn stuff?
So funny, dude. Yeah,
it's gonna stop when the unicorn's gone.
Yeah, like the action is fully action, the comedy is fully comedy, the romance is fully romance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fucking amazing. Such
Absolutely.
a great movie.
Yeah.
Really regret not seeing that one in theaters.
Yeah, me too. I waited when Peacock was like, "Hey, it's coming out fucking I think August 30th." I was like, "I guess I'll wait."
Edge of Tomorrow, 10 out of 10. Dead Aliens. Fall Guy, definitely 9 out of 10.
Absolutely.
On Fire.
Very fun. Very fun, yeah.
Yeah.
What are other sequels you wish that never happened?
Sequels I wished I'd...
Like, a single movie that made sequels would have been better if the single movie stayed.
That's a very good question, Bob. Very good question. What do you think?
The Matrix.
The Matrix would be better without the trilogy?
The quadrilogy.
Okay. I could see that. Because it's kind of... The Matrix, it's just kind of fun being in that world.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
But if you just saw The Matrix solo and didn't watch the other 3 movies, I think everybody would have been A-okay with it.
Better for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we would have missed the cave rave.
Oh.
The cave rave is a necessity.
I definitely could have done without a second movie in this last Star Wars trilogy.
Oh.
Because The Force Awakens was a good time, even though it was pretty much just another New Hope.
Yeah. Which one was the second one about?
That's the one where...
Luke dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He gets all tricksy.
He gets all super tricksy.
Trick you.
How's he stopping these
Hey,
laser
I'm
beams?
Skywalker. Hey, I was going to kill you as a kid. What was it?
I should have.
I'm a sneaky uncle. Come on.
Yeah. That really did, that really tarnished Luke's legacy.
Yeah. And I mean, even Mark Hamill talked a whole bunch of shit about the movie during the press conference and everything else. And we could have a whole nother podcast on what the fuck's going on with Star Wars and all
man.
the cancellations and stuff. But I think at the end of the day, when you have people write sequels and stuff, you really need to have writers that understand the characters and the message you want to send out, because the trilogy was mostly just like, there was just no aim. Like, there was no direction, because the first, in Force Awakens, you introduce a new big bad. In the second movie, he dies, and your side characters are off saving animals.
Yeah.
Somewhat falling in love, but not really calling it that, and then saving animals. And then you have an expert pilot he's just kind of around.
He's just like he's supposed to be the rebellions or whatever.
The Han Solo.
The Han Solo, but he's not supposed to be like Han Solo, where it's like, that guy's off-world doing wild shit. You're supposed to be a part of this army.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Showing other people how to do it. So I don't get Poe's real, like, purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think he's just...
They try to make him 7 characters in one.
Yeah, instead of making just the same characters over again, they kind of just split them into a few. And you can't sit here and say you can't make any more good Star Wars movies. We got Rogue One.
Rogue One, beautiful.
Rogue One and Andor are way too good to exist. They're not what we deserve, but they are what we need. They both do such a good job of showing like the gritty side of the rebellion, because I mean they're killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They are definitely getting in those systems, using their own weapons against them, and bringing down the government.
Yeah.
No more government.
No more government. Yeah, dude. I mean, Mando's got some great high points, and so is Ahsoka. I liked Ahsoka. But I think both of them are just doing fan service, you know.
Well, they didn't expect Mandalorian to be such a fucking smash hit, and then apparently they wouldn't let them write Grogu out to go explore other stuff. They're like, no, stick him back in, do it more. And then even with the Boba Fett show, they're like, stick Mando in the Boba Fett show. And
it was like 3 episodes Boba Fett show, and then episode 4 Mando, episode 5 Mando.
So at some point, yeah, all these shows kind of feel like just a kid playing with his toys in his room.
Yeah.
And there's not really any emotion or continuity behind any of it. Acolyte, that got canceled.
I know.
That was supposed to go a few more seasons.
It looked pretty dope, though, man. It's your fault for not watching it.
Yeah. Everybody listening, it's your fault
for not watching it. Okay, and then also, next up, I watched that Rebel Ridge that came out on Netflix.
Been hearing a lot of buzz about it. No, I haven't seen it. They're calling for him to be the next James Bond.
What?
I don't know.
It's
the internet.
Come on now.
It's the internet. Everybody's going to be James Bond.
I think the next James Bond should be Aaron Johnson. The guy who played Quicksilver, and in Bullet Train was the second half of the brothers.
Okay.
That guy, he's got his accent already and all that shit.
That.
Yeah, I think he should. He's gonna be Craven.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about now?
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyways, so Rebel Ridge. It's like, you remember Walking Tall?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just on the other side of the law.
guys walking.
Yeah, and I was just like,
breaking
okay.
out lights.
I felt a little heavy-handed at times, but some of the things was like, of course, like they don't tell you at the beginning. They make you wait for an intense time to find out when his background shows up, like what he is.
Oh,
and he is like they're at the beginning of it. They're like, oh, he was in the Marines. Oh, but he never saw combat. It says, didn't get deployed or whatever. And so they're like, what else? And the internet's going really slow, and they're like, oh, what's going on? And he's coming up and all that shit, and then like they're trying to defuse him and everything, and then the lady was like on the radio, oh shit, this guy's like fucking, he was teaching people on the streets hand-to-hand combat.
Deep Space
You know,
Nine.
he's over there.
Guerrilla tactics.
He's the greatest person to, if you're like 2 feet away from him, you fucking through, right? So, of course, as she's doing this, he's just annihilating everybody hand-to-hand, using their own weapons on them, you know what I mean? But he's not killing them because he's this peaceful dude. You know, he's
like Black Batman.
That's all he is, you know?
Black Man.
And so it's just like that. It's nothing too big. You know, I was just like, okay, great. Thanks for...
What would you rate it?
Probably about it's another 5-er.
Because before you continue, 5 out of 10?
Yeah.
5 Black Mans out of 10?
Yeah. Lost Money's out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to watch The Uglies last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not good. It's... I kind of... So the concept of Uglies is that you're born into this futuristic world, and at age 16 you get a top to bottom complete redo of your body. So any deformity, any, like, maybe you're short, maybe your nose is too big, everything is fixed so that you're a tall, beautiful, model-esque looking person. It's very much like Lizzie McGuire Disney Channel vibes as far as like the acting and everything goes.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a big disappointment. So here's how far I got, and it's maybe 20-25 minutes before we called it quits and just played a video game. But she goes to the whatever facility that they learn at, meets a boy. They dream of crossing the bridge because that's where you go when you're hot now. The boy gets to go first because his birthday is before hers. Boy goes over the bridge. They've been sneaking out and doing silly things this whole time, so as soon as curfew hits, she sneaks out, goes over the bridge to go see him. He's not texting back. She wears a mask and finds him at a ball, and he's just like, oh, you'll get it when you're pretty. Yeah, I'm not interested in you anymore. Later.
Damn.
And that's the first 25 minutes, so I don't have any interest in watching the rest of this movie.
Damn.
I don't care where she's going to go.
She's going to get pretty, dude.
It's all very much just every Disney movie you've ever seen.
Are you not going to be...
Not even Disney. Disney Channel movie.
Disney Channels.
Yeah. I'd much rather watch Brink. Let's skate.
Jesus, but
But
what about Clock Stoppers? Remember that?
Yeah, Clock Stoppers was sick.
Yeah, that was dope.
Smart House, Halloween Town. We'd go for hours on that.
Oh shit, Disney.
But yeah,
original
stay away
movies.
from what was it? Uglies.
Uglies.
Yeah.
It's a book series, a dystopian book series. You know, it's got what 4 or 5 books, whatever.
Yeah, so that I'll say that they definitely dumped the money into the CGI budget. The CGI looks amazing, but the people that they got up to bat just.
I thought it was the girl from that show Made. No,
I don't know. Maybe.
I thought she was pretty dope, but I guess, you know, if everybody else is spoiled, then the whole cookie batch is dead.
It's very much CW.
Hell yeah.
CW acting.
Hell
So it's
yes.
right up your alley.
Yeah, The Flash. Or I try to watch that CW show, The 100. I keep falling off.
Yeah, we made
2 or
it
3 episodes in, I'm done.
We made it 3 seasons, but there wasn't. I feel like there was not a night that we didn't turn it on where I was like, "Oh, she's dead. Oh, they're gonna hook up." You know, just completely
absolutely.
right each
Absolutely.
time. Like,
absolutely. And then I did my palate cleansing and watched another Hallmark movie
what we got
called
week?
Head Over Heels.
Oh God.
What is it about?
Head Over Heels. Family business. Something about a family business.
What kind of family business?
Shoes.
Uh-huh.
It is a shoe
Yes,
family
keep
business.
going. Yes, keep on going.
It's a shoe family business. It's failing.
Always is.
Failing, and we need a man to come in to help us.
A man to come in and help us.
Yeah, with
you were close. I mean, you were very close. This is how it goes.
In our bed and in our business.
This is how it goes. Okay, so shoe family business, repair shoes, right?
Okay.
The daughter makes fantastic repairs, and makes them look beautiful. She's been inspired by a old fashioned nista that does shoes and whatnot. And apparently her sister, I don't know how, a small town sister knows the fashionista from the big city and was like, I got you a job, little sister, so you can show the shoes that you do. So she goes up there, she has to be the assistant to this lady, and then her company is about to fail. She needs new inspiration.
Oh, an injection.
But don't show me your fucking shoe designs. I just need everything done today, because I'm business time.
Yeah, I'm business lady.
And
you're nothing to me.
And you know how it does. The shoe gets released. She's like, oh my gosh, this is a great, amazing shoe. I need to start making shoes like this again, how I used to be. And then they fucking are successful.
Sounds like what happens with the Yeezys.
Absolutely. What the fuck? So what irritates me the most is like when these movies are doing the wrap-up stage. You know what I mean? Everything's going fine.
It's like a montage almost.
It's like a little one. The owner of the big fucking company makes the comment of, oh yeah, you'll get it all done in your new office. I get a new office? Yeah, what's your new title of fucking original organism, whatever the
Super
fuck it is.
bitch.
Super bitch, Oh man, everything just closes up and she's like, see you on Monday. It's like, when does that actually ever happen?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like she just basically gave the bump, the pay raise, and all that shit in the party while this is all happening. And it just feels so like they do it a lot.
Was this during Christmas?
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
It's
was
not
this
a
fall,
Christmas time.
Fall
This is
one?
just fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's either fall or Christmas.
Exactly.
There's no in between.
There's some.
There's not a
some
winter.
spring ones. There's a spring ones when they come in like January.
That's for the off season.
Yeah.
I got one more to talk about.
Talk about it.
Me and my 7-year-old sat down and watched Coraline.
Oh, excellent.
If you've ever wanted to experience pure terror from a 7-year-old, sit down and watch Coraline.
Oh yeah.
I forget how fucking creepy that goddamn movie is. Even if you just watch like the beginning snippet, like the opening credits, where there's literally just like spindly robot hands like ripping and repairing all these like little dolls and stuff, sewing little buttons for eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
It is extremely uncomfortable. I have all the respect for these people out here doing stop motion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely thought it was another Tim Burton. It is not. It's some like Henry something or other. But fantastic film, 10 out of 10. I would recommend it even without the 7-year-old, but fucking tread cautiously.
No, Lily saw it as a baby girl. And I knew from that point she's going to be a spooky little fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she was just like, I need a Caroline doll, And, like, she got down after that. I think she watched 9. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She watched that. She was just, like, so into the child spookies and then jumping into Beetlejuice within weeks from that. You know what I mean? And then
Spooky time frolics.
It was just always, she's a spooky girl, She likes to feel like a little scared, whatever, And it's fun to her. I can't wait to show her my favorite fun horror guy, Freddy Krueger, Yeah, I enjoyed him. He's always been fun to me.
I feel somewhat similar because I was probably already almost in high school as soon as my aunt was like, oh, it's Halloween, we gotta watch Halloween movies, and we watched the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and it was just so cheesy that I was able to like enjoy it and not be fucked up about it. So good times, good memories.
Definitely good fucking shows.
Creepy.
Ah, man, I gotta watch that. We haven't watched that in a while.
Just the first one?
No, Caroline.
Oh, yeah, it's a good time, man. Yeah. And for those that don't know, Coraline is a movie about a small family who moves to a house, haunted, whatever. All stop motion, not Tim Burton, as I said. Complete other director, but you can tell that it's very much influenced by all this creepy nonsense.
What's a Neil Gaiman book?
It's what?
A Neil Gaiman book?
Oh,
Yeah.
a book.
Yeah.
A book for all you readers out there.
Who's a fucking reader?
But yeah, Coraline's a 10 out of 10. That's a big hot home run right there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a kind of a story about a kid that wants, attention from her parents. She wants this, she wants that. But what happens if she gets it all? And would she like it if she got it?
Absolutely.
Ba-da-ba-da-da.
Oh shit! Get out of here. Okay, so let's go to TV shows for a second. And as I was watching a TV show on Bettermont Plus, I think I was watching football. They showed the trailer for the new Dexter series.
Not Dexter's Laboratory.
No, not Dexter.
Dexter
Laboratory.
the Murderer.
The murderer. The fun time dark passenger boy.
And it's basically just young Sheldon, but with Dexter.
Seriously, it really is. And so I wanted to ask you, not ask you, but your thoughts on, I feel like there is when people are doing any kind of prequel show that people love the lore, I feel like it's so hard because you have a set amount of boundaries.
Yeah.
That you have to do. Number one, when this person is alive in the real show, in the original show, that means you can't kill them in the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really no,
high stakes.
There isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll introduce new people to the series, but they have a bunch of, for instance, Dexter, they have a bunch of the officers young. You know what I mean? So it's we know that no one is going to be hurt from the main original cast, except maybe emotionally, but how much can you pull from a original series to make a prequel and make it still good?
Yeah, and I mean, young Sheldon, a joke, obviously that show's a smash hit, but a part of what makes that show so good is that it's just another genius kid show.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be either us escalating into him being a murderer, or perhaps him. I mean, maybe we'll get the origin again that's completely crazy and graphic, and then the cop finds him and then tries to train him to only kill and hurt people that are bad. Either way, whether you've seen Dexter or not, you only get a solid 3 seasons.
Yeah.
From what I remember, because I binged the hell out of that episode or that show, and I was a little late to the game. I do see a lot of difficulty, and also why, why do it? Why even have this origin story? Because I mean, I feel like they go over it perfectly in the show. If you're gonna make a whole new show about a kid killing stuff, I mean, you have actual serial killers to pull from. You can do your own original show. They've actually already kind of soft rebooted Dexter.
Yeah.
And I don't think it went anywhere.
That New Blood one. Whatever.
Yeah. I think just get off your fucking soapbox is where I'm at with it. Dexter was a good time. It was a good run. We had a solid 3 to 4 seasons where they literally just ran out of things to do and kill. The part of the cool thing about Dexter, and we're talking about it, we should probably throw a synopsis out there. Dexter is a forensic scientist that cannot help himself. He has to kill people. So his daddy trained him to kill only bad people, and he does it really well because he knows everything about forensics, and has been doing this well before he joined the police force. So it's a really good balancing act between him getting caught and maybe his sister finding out who he's really close with, and it's typically almost like a comic book. There's always a major murderer out there that he has to go catch and kill. And there's always a cool thing about them, what they do with the bodies or why they do it. And so that's kind of where the intrigue of the show is. And it's a decent show for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
out of the 9 or something, whatever they ended up doing. But
yeah, I feel like after Trinity, I was like, they're really never gonna catch him.
now, if instead of doing Dexter, if they did his son, and for some reason it's like a continuation and whatever murder gene he had got passed on, I think that's a more interesting story than his own origin. Because now it's coming back to kind of like what I was telling you, Vince Vaughn on Hot Ones was talking about. Like, nobody really wants to make anything that's not an IP.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to take a chance on anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why things that are original that come out don't have a lot of confidence behind them or a lot of marketing, because they just already assume it's going to flop. But yeah, I don't think we need a Kid Dexter movie, and if we did, I'd much rather it be like a continuation rather than just rehashing old whatevers.
Yeah, because you can only go so far.
Yeah, because like he ended up having a brother. There's very much like a soap opera.
Yeah.
Storylines kind of entangled in there.
Yeah.
I'm not with it.
No, I'm not. I don't think I'll watch it. I think I'll pass on that.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. We also watched The Circle. Did you finish all 4 episodes?
I did. I did, and I want to kind of set the stage on this one. So, Bob is somebody that loves and consumes all reality shows.
Not all of them.
I am... Quiet you. Back in your box.
No.
I am somebody that kind of gets clipped by them. They're usually just on as I'm walking through the room. And, I either dodge them or I'll sit down. The Circle I like. The Circle and... what's the other one where they can't see each other? Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind in The Circle. I'm actually really getting into it, and this is why Netflix is going to take over the world soon. But, yeah, we sat down, we watched the first 5 of the new Circle. If you don't know what it is, it's basically everybody is isolated in this reality show. You can catfish, where you act like you're somebody that you're not. I've been disappointed in the recent seasons of The Circle, mostly because the first season was so good.
Mm-hmm.
This one really pumps it up. We have the twins masquerading as one of their girlfriends. It's these 2 twins from Staten Island.
Staten Island. The personality goes through the fucking screen.
Those guys are just stereotypical Staten Island folks, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We have an older lady who's pretending to be a younger lady from Staten Island. We got... everybody else was pretty much themselves, right? There wasn't any other catfish?
The other catfish is Andy.
Right. So we got 3 catfish.
Rachel, Gianna, whatever, and Andy. I think that's it.
Yeah, everybody else was themselves. We had a very prissy lady, Savannah, who was in a horrible car accident and is very bubbly, has like a titanium forehead or something that. It was a really good mix of people, and it's never too black, it's never too white, it's never too Asian, and that's what I love about it. It's not catty cornered. But these people are expected to briefly talk to each other, and then the chat gets locked down to where they can't talk to each other. Then they have to rate each other.
Yeah.
And then the people that float to the top get to decide who gets to go home, and the people at the bottom get to sit there in their apartment and
fucking squirm.
Complete terror.
Because they can't talk to anybody.
You can't talk to anybody unless the game allows it. So
yeah.
I give it a strong recommend. I think even just these 5 episodes so far, I'd give it probably like a 7 out of 10.
I feel like Kevin's making the right moves.
He
won't win.
You think Kevin's going to take it down?
I think he's just doing the best he possibly can in the situations he's put in. But I don't think he's going to win,
I feel like the very optimistic people go very far. People that are just like, oh, this guy's talking to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, it's
hey,
the
what's
boys.
up, buddy? Yeah.
It's the boys.
It's us. You know, and not to spoil, but, you know, Kevin and Savannah were having a, quotes, relationship, being real close, you know. Talking about, you know, what is it, the circle wifey and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he, with Gianna, had to choose somebody to leave.
Gianna is the catfish for the twins from Staten Island.
Yeah, so he chooses to go with them and drop Savannah, right? And it's the best thing he's done because he loses one person, but he keeps two different groups. He keeps Gianna and Rachel, and he also keeps the boys. Yeah. So that is a total of 5 people that are be voting for him. You know, so
the damage control is crazy.
Absolutely, you got to think about what's the best for you in that show, and I don't think I can compete in that.
Yeah. And this is a great background show.
Absolutely.
You do not need to be glued to the screen for this.
No, you just listen. You watch the first episode, and you get to know the people, and then of course watch the parts when they introduce some new people. But other than that, it's just listen to.
Yeah, so highly recommend. We're both huge fans of The Circle.
Mm-hmm. And while we're on Netflix, you need to watch that Daniel Sloss stand-up.
Okay.
It is. There's 2 of them. It's a little collection. The Dark and then the Jigsaw. You have to watch Dark first because Jigsaw makes fun of the jokes that he said in Dark.
Okay.
And it is, I think, a perfect stand-up. Both of them. Like, he hits the fucking, the T on everything. It's beautiful. Everyone should watch it. I think he's...
One more time.
What
is it?
Daniel Sloss.
Daniel Sloss.
Yeah. He's like I think he's Scottish.
Newer guy?
I think this is 2018.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, so it's like a little late to the game, but pick it up. I think it's pretty cool.
And also, while we're still on Netflix, I have completed both seasons of Your Honor.
Oh, how was it? Was it worth the whole thing?
Yes. For me, I did a horrible job of just like managing my watch time. So I knocked out like 1 through 6 or 7 really quick, and then wasn't able to pick up the last 3. Yeah, I wasn't able to pick up the last 3 in like a good enough time because like so when I came back to it, I had to really watch that recap.
Yeah,
and then even rewatch a few episodes. Season 1 is really good if you love a strong drama. Mm-hmm. We're not watching Ozark. We're not watching Breaking Bad.
Okay.
We're watching Your Honor. We're watching a judge try to get his son out of homicide.
Mm-hmm.
Or manslaughter, rather, I guess, because it wasn't intentional. But I would give it probably 7 gavels out of 10.
The complete series.
Just season 1.
Oh, just season 1.
Yeah, and I'm going to get to that in a second. So, season 1 does a great job of, you know, I love a story that goes full circle. Mm-hmm. I love the hero's journey, where, you know, pretty much everybody in the story is moved or changed from the events of the show. You got 2 crime families coming at each other. You got the street drug dealer people, plus you have basically, you know, what you'd call the family. Yeah. The family crime syndicate. And then you have a judge kind of mixed up in the middle, and then all the cops that he has on his squad, on his side, and then all the dirty cops. And then everything fucking comes to a head. And another great thing is, like, there's not, like, any loose ends. Like, they tie up every little thing in season 1.
Fuck yeah, all right.
So season 1 is all about, you know, are you going to take responsibility for your own actions kind of thing. And then season 2 is a lot about grieving and what it does to people. Mm-hmm. Season 2 could kind of do without it, if I'm being honest. Okay. Yeah. Season 1, home run. Season 2, they kind of just like, there's like 2 or 3 side characters that they really wanted to build up, so they basically gave them their own show. Not great. not stellar. There's not there even in season 2. There's not even a whole lot that happens until like the final episodes.
Oh no.
Yeah. So if you end up watching Your Honor, or you really want a really crazy drama between a father and a son, a few fathers and a few sons actually. Yeah, I'm gonna actually bump it up to a 7.5 out of 10. Great on Netflix. I'd skip season 2 unless you really just want more Cranston.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'll leave that at that.
Cranston's great. Cranston's amazing.
And then we're probably ready to slide into some music because we are.
Oh shit! You get some music, huh?
Yeah, we got some music itching over here. What I have for music is, I've been banging Ray Bull. Right.
What?
I know I've sent you the TikTok of the guy with the brick.
Yeah.
That's who that is. So that's just almost like lo-fi, like atmospheric kind of melodic music. Ray Bull. Not Red Bull. Ray Bull. And then the other one I got is Between You and Me.
Oh wow.
Amazing pop punk.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And they still haven't even released. They released singles this year, EPs. They have not released an album at all since like 2021.
Man.
But it's still so good.
I remember when they were first coming out. I think I saw them with the Cursive.
Nice.
Did you the Cursive, and I think Scaring Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing. They opened for them, and I was amazed by them then, but I completely forgot about them. I don't think I've put them on for some time.
Still pretty strong. Standard pop punk, you know.
Oh yeah.
Good energies. What have you been listening to?
I just got onto that Sydney Sleeden or Sleedell, I don't know, and the Swarm, and they're like
oh yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah,
about
dude.
them.
I think it's a solid like. You know, like the beach. What is it? Like surfer music, but with like country twang and like a rockabilly type of sound, you know. And I really liked it. I thought it was pretty fucking good. I think I'm gonna continue listening to that, you know. I also listened to Mara Falls. That's another, it's like a pop punk, dude, that's coming out now, you know, and it's literally on Spotify, nothing but singles.
Nice.
No albums or anything like that. Okay. So I was just like,
so
okay.
We ain't even had a big record yet.
Yeah. So
we're catching it on the up and up.
That. Yeah.
You heard it here first on the Sunday Scaries podcast.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been listening. I've been listening to, because I got homework and shit, so I've been listening to my books. Yeah, school books and shit. And like, here we go.
So you ready for a question?
Absolutely. Give me a question. What do you got?
Fan casting for the Fantastic Four. Go.
My thought on the Fantastic Four?
Yep. Who would you cast as Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm?
Okay, so
The Thing.
If I wanted the Fantastic Four, I would have loved them in the later to middle age type of scenario. Like, I want Reed always to be already in the highest evolution of his brain. Sue is tired of Reed's bullshit. Johnny is out there doing his superstar shit but starting to fail with a lot of things. And Ben is just being a sad boy, you know what I mean? So my casting would have been what is his name? God damn it, I had it in my fucking head right now. The owner of from Breaking Bad, the owner of the chicken place.
Yeah, Gus.
Yeah, Gus. Him as Reed Richards. Okay. Angela Bassett as Sue Storm. Okay. That's why I'm saying it has to be their older years, you know. Johnny, man, could have been Michael B. Jordan like he was last time, and Benjamin Grimm. It doesn't fucking matter. Benjamin Grimm could have been Otto Hightower from fucking just a fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
Otto Hightower.
You know who I'm talking about from Hot
Yeah,
Beat.
yeah,
Yeah.
Such a silly pick out of
Because it's just
last
he
one.
just needs to be you know, and that's what Otto Hightower in my mind is, you know. But yeah, I think the main two, Reed and Sue, should have been like these older people, you know, and that's how I feel, because we're gonna get Pedro and Vanessa Kirby, you know, and as Sue and Reed, they're at the good age. They're at a good age in that, you know, we know it's gonna be a wholesome, I think 40s or 50s era set in for their first movie, because I think they're gonna get blasted to our time now, you know. But that's a good casting. I think they did a good casting for the original one.
And the reason why I bring it up is because I saw a meme where they were calling for the cast of Sunny, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, to be each member of the Fantastic Four.
Oh man, that would have been funny.
With Dennis as Doctor Doom.
Yeah. How can he not be?
That'd be so good.
That'd be so good. Oh man.
The Golden God.
Making skins out of people, or
The
what
smell. Think of it. Think of the smell, D.
Making lamps, lampshades.
Unfortunately, we quote Sunny D as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic show.
More like Sunny P.
What's it called? What about okay? What do you think in movie history is the best middle finger? And what movie is it from?
Oh, the best middle finger?
The best middle finger.
I've always loved the Wolverine.
With the
Where he just pops the one claw?
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's probably the best part of that whole movie.
Oh, shit. Mine is both from the same actor, two separate movies. It's Keanu Reeves in The Matrix when he goes, I'm going to give you this. You know, he's on the table getting interviewed.
Yeah.
You know, that little middle finger. And then, again, he does it in Constantine where he's getting pulled up to heaven and he just goes like that and flips off Satan, you know? And it's hilarious to me that those two are my favorite middle fingers.
Same actor.
Yeah, same actor.
Very fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
So what do you got for challenges?
Oh, buddy. Oh, man. I'm at a loss.
Okay.
No,
He said I'm at a loss.
What I really wanted to send you off was to go and watch Bunraku.
Okay.
It's not on anything. I was checking it out this morning. It's literally not on anything. No Amazon. It's only a hard copy, and I doubt we can find a hard copy in Columbia, Tennessee for this week. But I really want you to watch this movie. It's got Josh Hartnett, you know, the heartthrob of heartthrobs. Okay.
I feel like you bring him up a lot.
He's a caterpillar-eyed bastard that I enjoy watching. Okay, so it's him in a world with no guns. Okay? And these assassins called the Killers, and it's very cool the way they do it, because every time a killer is killed, the number drops down. Like killer number 2, and it just fucking starts killing them with the swords and everything like that. It's a pretty dope fucking movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's not going to be available, but I don't have that part done. You know, I got to find it. I want to give you the what's it called? The time to find it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But anyway, so I would like you to watch The Watchers.
Okay, The Watchers.
The Watchers. And that's for the movie. And for the TV show, I want you to try out is it All-Star Superman?
Okay.
Not the All-Star. It's the Superman that just dropped in Max this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching it. It's very fun.
The live action one?
No, it's not live action.
Okay.
It's cartoon. It's animated. It's Clark getting his first job at the Daily Planet.
Nice.
Or Bugle. Planet. It's Planet.
Why are you yelling at me? All right, folks. I think it's going to wrap it up. I'm going to watch Superman and what was the other thing?
The Watchers.
The Watchers.
Yeah. I was surprised by it.
So keep a peep out for that next week, and we will see you next time.
Absolutely.
Used to be a lot of fun. Remember all those happy things we've done. Getting lost in the midnight sun seems so natural. Used to be a dreamer, used to be a schemer. Now you throw excuses out like party streamers. If you don't have the time, why are you wasting mine? I have better things to do than to sit around and wait on you. Keep it to yourself. If you're serving something else, it's your loss, it's not mine. If you don't have the time. What happened to the good old days? Are you telling me it was just a phase? Like the moon and the deep blue rays seems so natural. I wanna be the same, or be free to change. I wanna turn my hardships into friendships and rise above the pain. If you don't have the time, why are you wasting mine? I have better things to do than to sit around and wait on you. Keep it to yourself. If you're serving something else, it's your loss, it's not mine. If you don't have the time, if you don't have the time. I see lots of tears, thinking they have solitude in a room full of mirrors. If you don't have the time, why are you wasting mine? Well, I have better things to do than to sit around and wait on you. Keep it to yourself. If you're serving something else, it's your loss, it's not mine. If you don't have